This is CRN, the Community Radio Network, the voice of the community, the voice of anything sports, and proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. Now let's get back to the broadcast coverage on CRN.
.3 steals per game. Those are all team highs. So she's going to be the X factor for the Comets offense tonight. For South Johnston, Shea Ward is the top player on their roster. She has 13 points per game, and she also has 8 rebounds per game, which are also team highs for South Johnston. So they'll be the big inside presence for both teams tonight, and I'm expecting a good inside game that features a lot of inside play.
Looking forward, again, we have some Howard, who leads the 3A division so far with freshman points. She comes in, average right at 14 points a game. I'm looking forward to her last game when me and Wesley called just a few weeks ago, or really past Tuesday, weeks ago.
Right,
Tuesday, yeah. It feels like weeks ago. But against Wake Forest, we waited for Howard to kind of come out and do her thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there was a different player. She's not the one that stepped up. Yes, she had a terrific game. She beat her average, but she had 15 points in the night. But that night, we saw Delaney Eves step up and do her thing. We saw Peyton Sharp come out and do her thing. We saw Henniker come out for the defensive specialist, Unique Best. So there's different pieces for the Clayton Comets that really a factor in these ball games.
And while one person can make a difference, it takes an entire team to win games. And with all the pieces you just mentioned right there, Eves, Washington, Henninger, like they all need to work together tonight. And as we've seen so far with their 10-3 record, they know how to do just that. And you mentioned Howard, like you were expecting her to break out. Think about Howard, she's still a freshman. She has plenty of time to refine her game and work on the aspects that aren't working for her right now. 3 more years to be exact. So we're going to see her continue to develop as the season goes on, as these next seasons go on, and she's going to excel, and the whole team will be lifted up around her as well.
Absolutely, and they look for Howard to really be a big factor. On the other end of the court, South Johnston, the Lady Trojans, they do come in 3-7. They are led by Whitney Williams. They're kind of number 31. And Shea Ward leads the Trojans this season with 13 points a game. What are you expecting out of Miss Ward here in this ball game to kind of get the Trojans back on track?
Well, we mentioned earlier that she leads the team in rebounds, but one thing, comparing these two teams side by side, they actually average more rebounds per game than the Comets do. So it's going to come down to who wins the rebounding game, so to speak. And the Comets are going to have to find a way to one-up them in that regard, because we know Shea Ward is going to be underneath the basket, ready to have those second opportunities, or maybe even provide a scoring opportunity of her own for South Johnston. So that's what they need to focus on. We mentioned earlier it's going to be an inside game. All comes down to who rebounds the most and who gets more opportunities to put something up.
Absolutely. About 23 seconds before we get the announcement for starting lineups. So let's take a quick little break. You're tuned in to local basketball right here on the Community Radio Network.
Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
And welcome back to live coverage right here on the Community Radio Network. Get you ready for live action, home of your Clayton Comets. We're going to walk through the starting lineups right now.
Number 5, Ariana Howard. Number 23, Mackenzie Hennigan. Number 24, Unique Best. At number 32, Delaney Eves.
So real quick for your Clayton Comets, so Washington number 3, Deanna Howard number 5, Mackenzie Henniker number 23, Unique Best number 24, and Delaney Eves 32.
And here's South Johnston's lineup.
Number 24, Jenna Brown. Number 32, Katie Creech. And number 34, McKinley Sears.
There we have it, Clayton Blackman, number 22, Janae McDonald, number 23, Jenna Brown, number 24, Kaylee Creech, number 32, and McKinley Seals, number 34. We have a great matchup as the Clayton Comets do once again, led by Marlon Lee, long friend of the Clayton Comets, 10-3 overall, and the 3-7 South Johnston Lady Trojans are led by Whitney Williams. We're ready to rock and roll as both teams come on the court. And again, Brandon, this is going to be both teams are ecstatic. We can see both the gym is outstanding.
Yes.
It's full, and that's great on a Friday night. So used to seeing a football program packed on a Friday night, but it's so good to see South Johnston High School jam-packed here in the gymnasium.
Absolutely. They're in for a couple great games tonight. We got the highly anticipated boys matchup later this evening, but we're going to be treated to a really good girls matchup right in front of us, and they are out in center court ready for the tip-off.
And here we go. So Blackman and Howard will be the jumpies for respective programs. Again, 8 minutes on the clock. I'm ready. Brandon's ready. And we are ready to go. Howard puts it up, and the Clayton Comets started off. Eves has it on the right-hand side. She puts it over to Washington, over to Henniker. They stay behind the three-point line. They're going to play right to left, back over to Henniker in the corner. Washington goes to the left-hand side, over to Howard, back over to Washington.
Good
back in, and
steal.
it's taken away by the Trojans. And she almost losing the basketball.
Yeah.
That's going to be Janie McDonald. Has the basketball now on the outside. She gives it over to number 23, Jenna Brown. And it's knocked out of bounds, and it will be the Comets basketball.
Well, I tell you what, the Trojans had some real good inside defense right there. The Comets were looking around, couldn't really do anything with it, and they got a steal out of that.
Absolutely. So Washington quickly gets it past half court, gives it over to Howard. Howard is trapped in the corner, and she gets it back outside to Washington. They're going to play a double team action against Howard,
That's
looks
smart.
like. Henniger has it on the left-hand side now, going right to left. Howard's in the center of the court.
Oh,
and it's going to be tipped by once again.
Wow.
There's McDonald. She's playing great
defense for McDonald tonight.
Great defense already for McDonald. And the Trojans have it on the right-hand side. Find the big girl inside, puts it up, and it's partially blocked by Henniker. And they're going to fight for it, and she's finally fouled. Number 24, Jenna Brown, is going to be called for the foul. That's going to be her first tonight.
Well, that wasn't really a good look from McKinley Sills right there. I mean, she tried to get something up, but that was a mismatch all the way through, and at least they're getting a shot partially blocked.
Absolutely. 6:56 remaining here in the first quarter. Washington for Clayton has it. Quickly gives it over to Henniker. She starts left, goes back over to the right-hand side. Washington brings it inside, puts it up, and it's going to be an air ball. And then Howard takes the ball away, puts it up, misses the layup, gets her own miss. And she's going to be fouled. So Howard is going to go up for 2 shots here. They're going to call it.
Oh, that's two fouls on Jenna Brown, it looks like, Trey.
Yeah, I was waiting. I didn't see them call the number, but thank you. Jenna Brown, that is her second tonight. Howard, opportunity to put the first points on the board. She puts the first one up, and it goes in. First points belong to Miss Howard, number 5 of the Clayton Comets.
I really like how she was getting in there and getting, she had 2 opportunities to score a basket right there. She didn't get the basket, but she drew a foul, and here she is at the free throw line. That's going to be key here tonight.
Absolutely. 6:41, Howard's at the free throw line for one more. Puts it up, and it's off the front of the rim, controlled by Seals of the Trojans. She's going to get over to the newcomer tonight, and Kennedy Bird, number 25, just checked in. She gets it over to McDonald, goes up against Eve. She finds Seals, back outside.
It's a jump shot.
Puts it up,
No
and
good.
no good. But they get an offensive rebound by number 22 in Keaton Blackman, and it's going to be good. 2-1 is your score in favor of the Trojans. Howard gets it on the inside, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled. Look at the hustle by Howard so far.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that's on 34. McKinley Sills, that would be her first of the night.
So Howard will get 2 shots here. 6-15, still a 2-1 game in favor of the Trojans. Howard takes her time. She puts it up, and it's going to be good. So right now we do have Henniker, Howard, Washington, Best, and Eves in the ball game for the Trojans. Looks like Steele is coming out of the ball game, and in comes Paige Toller.
Some early foul trouble for the Trojans. 3 quick ones, and 2 of them are on Brown. They have to watch that, especially when they're guarding Howard.
Howard misses the second one of the 2, and McDonald brings it up the right-hand side. It's going to be picked up by Washington. She gets past her, puts it up, and it's going to be good. That's going to be number 22, Keaton Blackman, has all points so far for the Trojans. Washington quickly gives it over to the left-hand side, gives it to Henniker. She stops her feet by McDonald. Back outside to Washington, starts to the right, gives it over to Howard. They're going to trap her in the corner once again, gets it outside to Washington, brings it up, and kind of a floater, no good, but Eves is right there.
And
she's
another
fouled.
foul. Wow.
I absolutely love what I see out of this. The rebounding for, that's number 23, McDonald. That's her first.
It looked like that was on Black. I thought he put up 2-2. That's what it looked like for me. Maybe I looked at that wrong.
So 22, that's all.
That's
I've been
the
wrong
way.
before, so we're okay.
And looks like Delaney East makes the first free throw. So we are now at 4-2.
Should be 4-3.
Yeah, 4-3, yeah.
So we wait the second one, puts it up
And
off
it's
the
no
front of
good.
the rim, or off the back of the rim, and controlled by the Trojans. Number 22, Blackman.